bắt đưa tầm lên.
Hey, phát link tan cái bàn tàu thế này. Hengna, see over to you.
Tuni alive channa webinar akibol paging patin when I think that chile participants ho henlang ho ngamthai ho henlang adang dang hong zau su se cookie research forum Nagaland de KSO minin nabon tickets been welcome kan bolin ekipan masang wing tuni program order of program at being simpang moderators okay kahin invocation pastor say mang hokip ding greetings KSO hotelinga Mr. Paulin Bang assistant secretary media cell KSON and speakers Nengneithem, Miss Nengneithem Hengna, founder of Runway Nagaland, and Miss Abigail Sitlhou, proprietor Bakeforyou Kohima, and tuni webinar wa reporter Jiglen, Miss Dorothy Hengna. There's also a discussion are hong hintin abana kiat program salutin tun ekipat masambin pastor bu invocation prayer hong ni masangin tuni hi ehon Nagaland bukiten 9th December le kimangjong le black day kimangjong le tuni ahi emite black day aman new hin amo lung hampin le amo zana in pastor pun tau na hung manting le aman amo izana pi na din aman in lang kai pi pai pai din tun pastor say mang ama phat na be
bảo min có gì cái này mu
Hey, cái gì
phát một selen tên tu ni ko phát phải ta imu ba hết bông cái research forum ho to gun lo hình ta cái man cha thì đi ta gì bên phát một selen tên phát hiện thằng vợ na ta pin chú lệ tu phát đón ta cái gì meeting thì tham ai lo le chứ webinar không chịu form hồ dấu xe không form dấu xe nó bốn sao vậy cái giá nào salam kain pv ini kigin pv nang cái man phát trong phát tàu này hình như cái tiếng hi chim masang ngachun enjoy ai ho moderator nun ase banga chu tu ni hi ai ho tiếng azong su mil thelo ni ko hi ji chun i bốn sao vậy imit u si ngui tin 1 minute chip chat in phát chi masa supi ulunau te anh chị mà số họ lùng hem pin là về xã đàn mình khắp chip sẽ đến gạo một cái thế tàu này hình như gì cái thế hát chung nung party ta tập thi tu ni khu hoi ta nei pi uto kil hona cookie research forum chule cookie student organization Nagaland lamkai noza dunia he chi webinar ha chom chakha hong ki mang chakhom ning ka hivin entrepreneurship and security thupi mang cha lamkai te ni Abigail Sitlhou ahin chule team Hengna ahin amanin hitubanga chu amani Hengna ahilo le hitubanga chu amani thip na hin podo hona tu na he khang tha ati khom chang se phat sum pi na thei dinga phat himang ding ahil honin he chi phat ka man ma sang wa hin hepa tu ni ho hin kum che sa phat che sa Kachenau gamsung Manipur Assam Nagaland gamsunga Chile nam ki ka a ki he thim to lu zi in hi ta bang chun hepa thilaman tam pi kana tu win insung tam pi lung hem nan kana dip win phat ho ache tan ki zeng zong le lung thima hin hi ta bang phat ho so pasumil thei pu win azi chu mi him ka hi win a he tu nin zong hepa he chi su pi chi ma so ho gel do nan lung hem man ka dim uve ahin la na bible thu thegin e hil bangwa phula akiti zu keikin a helo la kiza a hi na ti banga kei ho le kei ho phula tu din ka he pu ve ama wang na bible thu thegin e se pi bangwa ngai lu na zo a khat la khat he ta banga chu kisa sa tu a phat masanga phat se sa masanga he ta banga su bol fil na ho zo se ka ti khai to thewa nangma lung sit na nuiza ita banga chu chile nam phat che he ki ngai lu tu ta ka che kom the na david nangma zo in ita banga chu lung chima nei ki holim pi jing wa thaga wa nei pan pi jing david ka tau ki ri he e chule tu phat don ta he ha pa he chi seminar a he lo la webinar he ong ki mang chading in pan tin ka hi ta win hi je chun tu phat don ta ita banga chu elam kai di wa Abigail a hi in chule thi ma hi nangman thaga ben na tha nan hin mang chajing in lang hin von jing in lang hi to banga chama ni a ku na hi to banga chu a ki khom cheng sin jong phat chom na le khan tu na chule ma chal da ka nei thi de hin bang se ki ting jong ka taw ki win he chule tu ni pha na a ki khom ho zo se ka bon cha wa nangman khat sia a nei pi wa ka ki khom na hi to banga che ha pa nangma lung de chule ke ho dinga jong ta sa thu dol je nga jong in chen thu dol je nga jong ma chal na a machal pi na ka nei the na dim ka program ho zo se chule resource person te ni ai in chule lam kai ho zo se nangma kho na hin tha na he chenga e hu wa ka pa ka Jesu Christa min them ka pa na ka taw hi amen ka ti pa e ki khop na pa the nin pa the bu te hen
ki pa ve ki ho aban salutin twin welcome speech Mr. Paulin Mau, Assistant Secretary, Media Cell, KSON, part in Nengneithem, Chizoking Aban Salutin.
Okay, Stina. Audible kayo na.
kisa the
Tuni chan gaya ito bang pa da ega pithe ba ating le. Ito bang COVID-19 pandemic sung yang le. Ito bang pa da ayong hi. Itiya hi. Achom ta ba kihil na the nga webinar program ho. Ega gum please bin patin tangway naman lang. Mazo siya mabalhin ating laban kinin. Tuni yung kikom mi pite zo si nule pate hintin hilo le ka khanglai chan khom pi hon hiwin ating la hung lam kai ang umintin hilo le in pilang lam kai hilo le mutelanga kiloi khom na lam kai na bon chawin KSO Nagaland minin na bon chawin kain le movin he nim khat in a hi tilong hi tiltam ta hi ewe in hilo ang omjin til chu all ta learn hilo le tabanga he kikizila hin chabanga tu na yang he kidang opportunity khat inei ki thevin midang nang thu sei hilewan chun akol politician thu sei am khat lewan chun ngai no mlo mai the niang le tunia holim na hin nei pidu teni amani challenge tam ta face in bol na amani ahin tu aho ahin sei di he long he ki sei jo yang he sakai khat tu pidu da sanom he yesu ong pam pam cheng siang tadi cha tong ngai nei ta ipan diu ating le tuna ki sei do ema life ai wilahi applicable theba itile self development ai nei theba aban kina family ding thing la society ding ayong he nai so te dam chi oi kia din risan pa don bon chawa ikitim now tin ke ma pat ma chan tan pa ki pai
Min Aban Salutin Tuni webinar Entrepreneurship as a Career Ehil Dingwa Miss Nengneithem Hengna Hin Miss Abigail Hin amani ahum ikom masang bit mani tu chung cha ka sing nomin first in Miss Nengneithem hi Runway Nagaland hin puton ahin ama Dimapura pansa amuna Nagaland raw materials ho apuna til sima til iman sim pama song su do thei dinga til an sim do hin 2013 kuma ki pan do hin ama hin nume ho job opportunities PR traditional handmade accessories ho til isim na dim ho sim asim sa je a cha ko na hi khang tong tam pat tam ta pin som pi hin su na ding lampi hin sim pi kan wi a hi ama hin midang dang ho to som collaborate apola til products or hi magazine ho ayong in showcase and bonju cosmopolitan magazine azong ama sim til ho hi so in I think like ama in 2018 na yung two Center Ministry of Textile Government of India no ya zong award ano no in kipapi tahin ama ako na hi tuni til tan tapi learn equal to ta san amin angai cheng zong ifonu imai no mute ki bol tin ruten pamutin ama in first section lantin abante Abigail and Ladin first ama Miss Nengneithem Hengna part kapi.
Thank you. Thank you pa in pat pa ni pi zivin. Again in English I am saying in the introduction sin somehow nabol tawin kay hi Nengneithem Hengna kahiin kaya kar unit here is situated in Dimapur. I started way back in 2011, but I started as a store. But I always wanted to get into manufacturing. So in 2013, I closed down my store and then I shifted my business into manufacturing. So from 2013, it was a roller coaster journey for me. It wasn't a smooth journey for me. I had a very I would like to accept it as a very good experience because I have seen the worst situations. I have opened a very big store. From there to nothing, I have gone through. So I want to take it as a very good experience for me because through that journey I have learned a lot. Because since I'm also one of the first generation entrepreneurs, so it was very difficult for me to look up to someone and then to learn. So everything was for me, everything was new. It was a new step, and then it was everything I have learned from my own experience. So that's how, like, from 2011, from 2013, and here the unit that I have set up here in Dimapur in Valley View, I have set up in 2017. So the whole journey from 11 till 17 was also like it was a whole lot of experiences for me. I have done blunders, like I have mismanaged so many things. So but then it was a learning experience, and then I have learned a lot, and then I was always vocal about that, and I really wanted to encourage our youth also, like those who really wanted to get into this entrepreneurship, to know, like, so those basic things which I have missed out, which I have made mistakes. Maybe from my mistakes, maybe someone can learn, and then someone can grow from that. So likewise, in 2017, I have set up my unit in Valley View, Dimapur. So from there, slowly I have associated with so many business organizations, or so many so many workshops I have done, so many things I've done. So that's how I started learning, and then from 2017 things got a bit settled. So that's how I started, and then I always have this vision to to make us to make ourselves self-sustained. So that was something I really wanted to do. I did something that can be like purely made in Nagaland. So that's how from 2017 I started working on that. So I will also come into that my new project. But yeah, here my the discussion is about entrepreneurship as a career. So I think it's not just a career, but then entrepreneurship is a responsibility, because you have a responsibility of not only, like, it's not only about making profit, it's not only about making money, it's about impacting life, it's about empowering lives. So it's a very big responsibility. I also came to know about this, my responsibility, from my journey also, only, like from throughout the journey, like the experiences that I had, I realized that it's not just a business, but then it's an responsibility. So I take it as an honor also, and then I try to always live up to that responsibility. And also I want to make some point out here. I don't want to talk much about the motivation or about my stories here. I wanted to point some basic things which we should know. We should know when we enter business, or when we start a business, or when we run a business. So when we say business, entrepreneurship or trade, it all has a different meaning. So I know, I think most of you will know much better than me also, but then to my understanding and to somewhat the general view, like it all has a different meaning. So I, as an entrepreneur, it's about impacting life, it's about creating job, it's about creating employment. Whereas in business, like in trading, it's about like you're buying something and selling it. But when it comes to business as a whole, as a business, it's not just about buying and selling. It comprise of so many things, like administrations, marketing, sales. So there are so many things. So I want to point out some basic things, like basic compliances which we should know, uh, which I feel we should know, because I really want to encourage our youth. If you are doing business, if you are really wanted to if we really want to become an entrepreneur or do a business, I really want us to do it in the right way. So like many of us, like if even if I come across them, if I in the discussion also, I find out like many of us, we don't even have proper registrations, like that, like proper registrations, or even the basic current account. So these are few things, like I feel it's very important to start a business, because the foundation, these are all the foundations, these are basic, but then these are the foundations of to start a business. So I feel like it should really, we should really focus on such things also. Like it's not only about motivation. Like if you really want to become a entrepreneur, it's like the motivation should come from within. It's not like someone is going to motivate you, it has to come from you. Then you will have to approach people, like you have to approach people, you have to know, you have to grab the knowledge, you have to grab the opportunities. Otherwise nobody can help you to become an entrepreneur. So this is also like I said, like we have to start a business. The most basic thing is to have a current account, then a registration. For any trading business, it's the basic is trade license. And to start a company, or like we have a different entity. Mine is proprietorship, sole proprietorship, meaning single ownership. And likewise, we have LLP, that is LLP is again a company. It's company, but then the ownership is single. And then we have private limited company, and we have public limited company. So public limited companies are very like big ones, but then at least we should know what is proprietorship, and then the LLP, maybe LLP, or maybe the private limited companies. So these are the things that we have to know, because I feel like even Amy youth hosunga long, I really want to encourage to people to come up and then really grab this opportunity. This is the right time. This is the right time to grab this opportunity. This is the right time to enter in this field. And then, but like, but like I mentioned, we have to do it in a proper way, not just time pass. It shouldn't be like you have opened a business and then after 6 months you have just closed it down. It shouldn't be like that, because I feel like the future also lies. Even if you see the from the central government to the state government, everybody is focusing on entrepreneurship. Why? There's a reason. So we should grab this opportunity. I have been for my new project, I have been working on banana fiber, because banana plants are something which is available plenty. It's plenty in our villages. It's available, but we are not utilizing it. I have been into this project from since 2014, around 14, 15, like that. But then there was no there was even in the government's side, there was nothing. I couldn't find where I could start, because I have seen once I went to Chennai in Kerala for some business trip. There I have come across this banana fiber. From there, people like how they are utilizing the banana fiber, because they are like one of the very big exporters of banana products. So for them, like the banana the trunk, it goes in waste. So they have come up with a very innovative way, and then they started making the fiber. So I really wanted to bring it in Nagaland, but it couldn't, because I had, maybe due to the limited access I had. But in 2019, I think, yeah, 2019, I made this NTTC, a guy from NTTC. From there, we started working on this project, banana fiber project. And then before the lockdown, we already had our training, and then we have completed our training. And then we also done a like basic training in one of the village, just as a trial trial. So once it's proven, then I think we can go with this project in the villages. So right now, I can't say much on this project. I have been closely working with this NTTC, Nagaland Rural Training Center. So if things come out with them also, we will try to do it. Otherwise, if it has to be from my end also, I want to really pursue this project. So this can be a very challenging, but then I feel like it will impact even to the most remote places. So this is one thing. And then, yeah, why I want to focus on this is like we have to start utilizing the resources we have. If we see there's so many resources even in our villages. I have been to a trip with a group of volunteer, like Amy Youth Volunteers, led by Helal Neo. During that time, I have also noticed like there are plenty of resources. We have plenty of resources. We have skills, which is very important. We have skills, but then we don't have that system to how to say, to involve all the resources, the skills, the system to involve that, and then to make it into something to execute. Because see, what makes a successful business and non-successful business, it's about management. It's how you manage, it's how you execute. We have ideas, we may have good ideas, but if we don't know how to execute it, then it will just stay as a good idea only. So I feel like even in our society, the problem lies in there. We should not keep on complaining, because we have everything what we need. We have everything. You can take my example also. If I keep complaining, and then if I have just given up way back in 2013 or 2017, then I wouldn't be here also in the first place. Till now, I'm facing lots of challenges. Till now, I'm learning. Till now, everything is like, it's a challenge. Every day is a challenge. But if we keep on complaining and just give up, then nothing will happen. So I really want to encourage our youth in are encouraged to take up. There are so many in Gopibung. Just take an example of Gopibung. It's one of our village only. There are lots of plenty of bamboos, but we are not utilizing it. We are just leaving it. We are selling it to some other people, and then they are coming and then they are taking it. So it's just wastage. We can become self-reliant. And also, like, one of the most common complaints that I keep hearing, even from our youth, from I don't know from how many generations, we keep on complaining about, like, if people we don't have money, this all these things. It's like we have been hearing from, like, since many generations, like. But if we see, then it's not a situations it's not a situations that which is man-made. We can change that. If we don't change it, if we don't change it by ourselves, then who's going to come and change it for us? This one thing, this we should know this one. So I feel like it is the right time to just start doing something at least, and then we have to be persistent. We have to have patience. For me, it took me so many years, 7 years. It took me so many 7 years. It took me lots of failures. It took me so many challenges to be here, to be known at least a brand. So just think, 7 years is nothing. So we have to have the patience also. Like I have tried many times to work with my people, with our people, with the youths. But I have always been like, I have faced rejections, or I have faced discouragement. But then I'm not giving up on this. I'm telling you, on this platform, I'm telling you, I'm not going to give up until and unless I'm going to fulfill the dream, the focus, dream that I have for my people, for my youth. I'm not going to give up, because if I give up, then it's finished. Who's going to do that? But I want to make that strong ecosystem, because one person cannot do anything. So I want to encourage the listener, also the youth, if anyone want to be an entrepreneur, I want to encourage you. Let's take this moment, this opportunity. This is the right time. Just grab it, and then let's create that ecosystem, because only one person is not going to. It will make a change, but then it's not going to make a big impact. And likewise, entrepreneurship is not just a career. It's not just about making money. If you're only thinking about making money, if you're only thinking about a business, then you can opt for it, like you can become a trader. But when it comes to entrepreneurship, it has a responsibility. So we have to know that one. We have to realize that responsibility. You have to have a focus. You have to have a vision. And also not to forget the compliances part. Like, if I want to come a bit to the technical part, when we start a business, what we should know, like I told you, the basic thing again and again, I would like to emphasize on that. The basic thing is to have a current account, because if you are not having a current account, if you are transacting in personal account, it's not a business, because you don't have any transaction, any business transactions to prove that you have a business. So this is a very most important thing, to have a current account, than to have a license. It may be a trade license, or Udyam Adhar. This is from the MSME. So we have to have a proper knowledge. Like it doesn't matter if you are a dropout, or if you are just a dropout also, it doesn't matter. But then knowledge is something you can pursue, even if you are not if you don't have a degree. So you have to know what is MSME. If you are getting into a business, you have to know what is MSME, what is the current account, what is all those things you have to know. So again and again, I would like to emphasize, you have to have a current account, and then the trade license, and then these are the basic ones. But then again, there are many compliances. Legal compliances are there. Financial compliances. Financial compliance is again very important thing. Management, financial. These are important part of your business, which you have to maintain it properly. When I say financial compliances, the GST will become there, the tax, the income tax, the returns. You have to do it properly. It's not only about the sales. It's not only about the income and profit expenditure, but then apart from that, we have to know about the GST. We have to know about the other legal compliances. We have to know all this thing. So that will come like once you start doing that one. And likewise, like I want to really, like, I have so many things like I really want to share. It's from my experience also, and from what I have learned. I have been associated with it's a very wonderful organization. They have been working closely with the German German organization, and then I have also been closely in touch with them on not working, but then I have been associated with them, and then they are also coming up with something similar with this seeding grampreneur. It's mainly for the village, rural entrepreneurship. So I will also share that details to one of you, so then you can also join the webinar, and then at least you can learn and then see what can be beneficial for you. So they are again one of very I recommend, like, to be part of that organizations. You can learn so many things from them. Also, they have hand holding programs here and now, where they will give you mentorships. So this is again, I would like you to go through their website also, Driti. It's an organization. And then again, there's one Neris. Neris is from it's a government from like it's from IIE. So again, this is again one good thing to know. Neris, you can just Google and see what you can grab from them. And there's so many support for the startups from the government side also. I feel like we should also grab that opportunity. It's not like I don't want to take help from the government. It shouldn't be like that. Being an entrepreneur, you have to work parallel with the government, with the authority. Yeah. Okay, so you have to work parallel with the government. It should not be against the government, but it should be parallel with the government, because here you have a bigger vision of impacting the lives of the people. So it has to be in the collaborations with not only you, but it has to be in the collaborations of other such entities. So I encourage to look for such programs also. And then, like, for startups, I want you to go through for financial support their mudra loans. And then there's Stand Up India, which is a very good loan, especially for the women entrepreneurs. They can look for that also. Stand Up India, you can Google, and then you can get the information. So, but for any, like, I have come across many people, like, they're complaining that they don't get support from the government, or they don't get loan, or they don't get any financial help, or such and such. Like, for basic, like, for startup, for just a startup, there are so many financial support from the government also, which can be available. But then likewise, everything comes with a proper documentation. So all your trade license, your current account, all this will matter. So without this, you cannot prove that you are running a business. So these are something very important. So without having this, even if you are doing a wonderful business, but even if you don't have this current account, and then even if you don't have license, even if you go and ask for the loan or any kind of grants, you wouldn't get. So we have to, from our end also, we have to be very proper in like maintaining our license and the necessary things which one should have as a business house. So like I think I have jumbled up everything, but then like wise, like I really want to share so many things, but then we have time limit also. We have just 30 minutes, and then I think it's very difficult to cover every matter on this. So maybe if someone is interested, that I'm always available. Whatever I know, I'm always ready to share. Whatever I can, however I can support, I'll be there. But then one thing you have to know is like, we have to know is like, until and unless it comes from us, nobody can help us. So it has to be you. Like when you go and approach someone for help, for support also, people can feel the zeal you have. People can feel you, whether you are really genuine, whether you really have that fire in you or not. So that's why it's very important. The motivation has to come from within, from yourself. If you are motivated, then nothing can stop you. That is true. And then another one very important thing I want to emphasize is make yourself so valuable that people cannot ignore you. This is very important, because in the context of like the complaints that we always have, like people don't give us importance, or we are this or we are that. So just see, if you are not a valuable citizen, or if you are not giving any value, if you are not adding any value to the society or to the life, then who will matter you? What's the value of your life? So it has to be like been not a person on a personal level, but from our society level also, we have to cultivate such an environment, such an ecosystem, that we become so valuable that people will not able to ignore us. So I want to encourage again, and then also I want people to really think, really go through, like if you really want to become an entrepreneur or do a business, you have to really study yourself whether you can really do or not, because it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey. I want to emphasize again and again, it's not an easy journey, and then it takes time. It's like a baby. You will give birth, it will take time for them to grow. So whether you can really be committed, whether you can really give your life for this, so you have to have that commitment. Otherwise it will just be like you will start, and then within the down the line 6 months or 1 year, it will just go and drain. So again, I would like to encourage on this. And then what are the basic things, that technical parts that I have mentioned? It's very important. We have to really have that. And if you really want to do a business, if you really want to become an entrepreneur, then I really encourage you to do it in a proper way, not just a time pass, not just like you not just like just without any proper license, but you have to do. And then I really again and again I'm saying, I really want to encourage people to come up. Let's build up this ecosystem, this entrepreneur ecosystem, that let's build up even in our society. I'm here with my experiences. I'm always here to guide. Whatever knowledge I have, I'm always willing to share. And then let's collaborate, let's try to reach out each other, let's try to learn from each other. And we can really in such webinars, we can really invite people from the financial background also, because I think it's a very financial compliances is again very important part. And then legal compliances. So these two things are very important to set up a company. So because set up a company, yeah. It took me so many years to know this, but then I don't want my fellow youths to waste time to learn all these basic things. So I request the I requested a cookie forum also to maybe we can have a webinar on finance and then on legal. If you want to invite some people also, I can arrange that also. And then yeah, it will be very good because entrepreneurship and business cannot go without all these things. The legal compliances, the financial, because other things, the business, everything, it's more of like it's again like from your side how you manage. Management is one important thing, but then that you have to learn on the way on but legal compliances, financial compliances is something we have to know because my entirety is proprietorship, and then I'm also going to convert it into maybe LLP or private limited because after like few changes maybe I might get into private limited company. And then also I want to take this platform to announce like we are launching our website www.runwaynagaland.com, and then that we were supposed to launch it last month, but then we have postponed it because our anniversary is coming soon. So maybe in our anniversary we will be launching our website. So here also I want to let everyone know that I'm going to like Runway is always about a platform. So this website, it's going to be a platform for many of the artists. But when it comes to working, I'm really very different in this part because I really want to maintain the discipline. It shouldn't be like some like okay, that thing I can discuss with later. So like website, my website will be a platform for many of our artisans. So if anyone is interested, we will keep in touch. And then I have also started giving the platform for our craft artisans. Maybe it can be jewelry, or yeah, we have started sourcing jewelry from jewelry makers also. If they are interested, then they can supply to us, and then we can also make the link for them. And then maybe in the future, this banana project, if it's successful, I don't know how many years it will take, but then I'm very sure that it will be successful one day, and then we'll start exporting our product. How beautiful it will be. Just imagine how beautiful it will be. Our products making from our own place, having our own label, and then exporting to other, like to all over the world. How beautiful it will be. Just imagine that one, and then we can really work on this dream project. It's not only my dream project, but then I'm very sure if these things work out, then it's going to impact our lives, every one of us. So I request all of you to also keep that in your prayers. And then yes, I think I have jumbled up everything, but then likewise I really wanted to say everything, so I have touched all the points that I wanted to cover, but then I have to I think I have taken so much time. So yeah, I am available. And then if any one of you want to get in touch with me, I'm always here. And then I can guide you in whatever ways I can. Thank you.
Amin. Questions yang tapi ini dia ketak senin. Questions ni hon zo the chat box ahin. In nando Tevin second session pa kita iting le questions so kila intin kwe hin na question is answer ball and tiu ham yong in Sitlhou lang. Abana next speaker Abigail ahin amahi Kohima based in muna kuna baking business ball ahin amahin Bakeforyou kiti baking business anin hi aman wedding bird weddings or birthdays, I think corporate gatherings ho dinga cake ho asim si ahin state sung le state pama dinga song order ho ala si abol jin chikeu jilovin aman baking le decorating classes ho jong api tha si hin ama baking class ki dinga hang tong thanom ta state pama ko na jong min an so ji an ang kil ji hin tu chana hin ni chakal som nga tabang hin ama ako na hin akil do vin ating amo own business apan do tawin Abigail baking an pato dan hi ama in 2014 crash course exotic school of baking ako na hi ang kilin cha ako na hi aman chi baking hi a career and si tuni aman baking as a career adopt evolve the do cha ako na iti kiva na the kin so na the ding lampi iti bol do ham chi e hin hil do hin tun ama phat ka bitai
Hello, ko okay sa am.
Kise.
Okay sa anam. Ama sa penin cookie research forum Nagaland ho tunga kakipana kan pungin ito bang patmun lo trading loma e hingyal zeowin dunia hi tampi yung hinsay pungin na tamzo si temin yung asaitan to hi ama in asay na lang tu tempat ato mahin kaya hi food business lang hi zetun home based business ho tabang itikipat daham ay lo leke itikong kipat ham ti ho tem sakat kan say din na kan say di ho hi mizo si di nga yung relatable yung hilomay ti ay banga ay ho la ami katlen ni yung le silang sector tanom o mahile am ho di nga yung idea tempat ay hilowa hile ti say daham tips na ti tabang ho tu tempat kan ti din kayong kung kipat na hi ti professional courses liin ta ay lo hile akum ga kihila ti humbol long kay pon haptakat crash course di mapura basic baking kanala in 2012 ma to cha ako na to ina kahung kihilin ina kung kilayong tu machine so yan lang ipio yung le tool so yung cha imi tayong kinelo lai hi banga kanay khama tu also ta tia kung kila kaloy ka pai ho hilo le insung mi dang ho in encourage able na zalawa min zo le tun 80 wa hi banga tu kayong tu kakihil ti lai hi za tu ti zo na ding confidence also kan nepon ay banga to it has to start somewhere katia na kinyo ta to them kha na mi trials ho dinga hilo le min feedback eti na si dinga man thom ta kan zo zi in mi tampi ko mayong hipon ay mga ka close circle ho so nga na ya to kan zo zi in ahile amon no ti ato te wa hele atuye phae ti ahilo wa hele hoy mo lai hoyong ti ato feedback ho epi wa ti ato ki panahin hele 2012 ma class ka gala ahin ti ato 2013 14 ho ti tun inin kahung ki hilin ka skills ho polish kan bolin tin le min time ma to keding abang ka business growth ahung hin credit bang social media ka pi de na social media hi keding platform kat na hai Facebook Instagram ho to bang so that's where it all begin katil same ho to alim ho kan halzi in hila ja ako na to mi khatlen yin ta sun enquire and ball di in thing le ja ako na to market to kan kisi min na market kan kisi pa na kaya bang hi nin ta ki pan no ki poye niang sa na kung ki pat na loan so ga ala machine so lin ta they are set up ga bola business to ta flourish hong hi yong hi po all sa kan sima cha to kan sim ho ako na to ta saving niao sa kan ki bola one machine at a time na machine niao sa to ta khat ta kan ki lam do ting le well khat full fledged khat yong an hi pon hi bang 2014 na ko na tu business ibol la hele product sale ibol dinga hele min ne ngai ka tin cha tu kinyo ka product hi label kan bolting le min yo professional approach ap de hina til to hoi ta iti sim yong le hen amin lo le hello le brand noi khatna iti say dham amin iti lo wa hele sun min yo iti say dham aman lu ding bangin agel thezi pon chiza to kinyo Bakeforyou ti min hin ko ki min vo in cha ko na tu logo ho kan ki min ting le Facebook page ho kasi mga Instagram page ho kan ki hon min cha ko na to business all la te asung khanga tu ai tu ni ai workplace yung lin ta kanita na keima in keima nan laya kitile kanula ka pa ho tun kakipa tila tun neo sa kana tun kadin do na dinga tun ene ki topi ve hi wanga hilaya ko na tukin yung kaha ki bolin mi tu depend kahi kakipat ding he ti hilowa kele kein echi profession ni kele kein takil hen hin kanula ka pan no asian pi ipon za ke kaha ki bola ke ma in setup ki bol the tin ke yung nasa ta in ke til ko ven cha ko na tu til ho kan kilamin all ola cha tu ni wang he nom ta workplace lin ta yung kanin ting le nom ta yung katong the ta na ma sa to imago si manually in ki bolin to ai patin no na machine so yung ai so si yung kinetan ting le bat ne lo hela business setup ki bol do the tan na ne so khana hon ki pat no so I think le tuni e ho khang tha ho masanga ka sei nom se hi ai le iti ne so khana small investment na home base na ko na business hon ki pat dam na food business yan lang ipila ko team kilang yan lang ipi yung le yung ki pat ting le hin ite ham in your mentally prepared heating, emotionally prepared heating, thing le committed committed heating, thing le consistency, to be pen in business na, if business lang hiyo la consistency, to be mong in hoy mi tamta in business ho startup evolve in ay wanga kumkat ham asivi in thing le aban asal thezi to poi chote bidinga ham tila consistent easy lo hin thing le long term di gel zilo short term di pa bo hi overnight na profit tamta moving ahilo wa hele it is min yung katbe ay tilbol to appreciate loyal ding min a boying ding dito mga ko gel din ay mga business that to hipo na networking yung atupi business na hi isang tila business na hi mi izad na he nam mi na ha het na tu na business yung su chi hoiding hichiding to hi ahile mi to associate na bol nga he na kay bang kathas hilo mila akathat nom po mil si ho to hipon one hichi business ikana hin na luting le mi to na ki he nga mi to na ki pol nga na si nom lo na yung na si nga kaya for example kaya ka business ong kipanato product ho to kasi min initially a product ho to kasi min ay mga min hong kila azin ay mga min hong kila ase asu ka business to growth hilo de ka help sun weddings ho hiyan lang birthdays ho like cater ka bol ki hon kasi mo cater ka bol le service provide kan bol panin na service kan provide dowa ko na ka business akang tutul lenge service nga to sile ke hon ka tilsim ho hi ka zo wa hung kila ase ovilo wa physically ke ho yung even ho aso ka ti ubin ting le ka product ho to layout ka bolin ka service mo ya to hele setup in transportation in whole day service di ho kan pi hele kan pi pana ko na to cha to ka business card ho ka kitoi zi in ting le ekithopi ho ka naute ho amhot ka kipuizin ka tizin ka product ho hoy ta layout ka bol zin ke ho en ka nga ovin ke ka nga zi wa ting le weddings na to say 1,000 guests ahung na asu kicha ka project na to 1,000 guests ho ahung na asu next na dinga to orders ni ham ahin ki mo bezi in na min yung in display ka bol ting le product ho min yung lunglut na ne bet in ko bol ham helo le ne Kohima ti an holding le physically present hi a hele in your business to in come ta ki say ke din to ke ding ayong to growth khat hi na hi service kan pi so I think le business na hi khat ve ya hung ki pat til ti la skills ho polish a hi lo initially in your tip na ha ne lo lai be thing le business part thanop mana to khat ve ya loan for la a hi lo le batla invest bol lai tel de po na nangin ip pen to na bol got ham hi pa a tu tip na ai lo le lunglut na fully na pi the ding ham na pi the lo ding ham committed ni the lo dam chong ni ele ayong ki do ngai hena ni khat ni thanop mana so risk nin ta la lo de business na he very risky business in a very risky game he phatisa ball holding a tu chi sang yeng de he yong in I think le khat ve ham lunglut na ga ne ya hi pa se sen push a bola ai lo wale mi khat in a ball hoi zi hi lo le mi khat in profit ha mu zi hi lo le mi khat business hoi zi a hi pa se as in business start bolo dena mi tam ta in e ho Nagaland sunga yo he for example ke ho in kick business ka bolo he mi abang khat profit ho hi lo wale chi ipp ho mu zi win atha no a bol win e ba a chi so zi poina EP business yung le ma thanop na pahin kaya hele ki chi spot nin ting le ka say banga to consistent ki hi dingai business na hung ting le tun to say the consistency hi han lang commitment hi han self discipline hi han time management hi han lang money management hi han lang it also you have to be business and now han lang le nyong le hi cho hi to be hana ting le eho community sung eho any community sung te ayong hi mi tam ta in business ho he bol nom ji hi wanga hi confident pa hi nei zo ji zat dang ho bol the tam ta la eho ipu ham min no skill day pon ti hi lo le ki bol long le min ki tribalism ipp se jin hi wanga business na ti hi po yana till ball part to ahoya a product end product to ahoya a service to ahoya quality product ipi po wa hele koy man azat na eve po yana hiti azat na ma ding hi ai le ke ho to bang ko hima capital la ti a business to ball ka business ni try wise la vet dile till khat yong ki do hello de e bang amin a product ha quality service iti ki am ting le till in your it ahoy ta le phata hi na thei san na ki si mi hi ja so min yo I product pa bo se vet hena chi lung neo na ayong inei lo ngai he hon ip hi yong le bol ni ngai le tun in best of the best ip do a hi le imazo si alam pp hom di tai ting le home based business ho a hi food lang di hi tu a hi food lang di ti a ti hin ti a hi e ho khang kha tam ta graduate hi hen lang a hen wa le na to ne lo ho bolding ahead lo wa ho yo for the time being I think here on the home based business yung start bolding some the options o mena in ibol no po wa king up na hile two lockdown so ngayong event na hile social networking site po ako event na business some ta hunde ho youth ho so food catering lang hiyan lang craft lang hiyan lang ipi yung le cho ko event na hile ko masalin ta capital ha ki panhi po yan na niang ta sa akong ki panding bo he bang amo yung consistent hi ati ti ahile chu business kung nin te business hi khatbia sang ta ikipat na ati hoilo sang he ni o sa na ikipat na hi ti ako business ahong ti sang pa go ako ding ayong kitil ko na yung hi ki habol na yung hi ating long term ma ding ayong chu ko pa zo na mi tam ta in to say the hamlung lut na naval lo hi lo ai yong le khat dia dinga one time ma dinga loan for banga ko na loan for la over ideas for hoi ka execute bol thelo wa business lane ta pat diwa ting le sang ta pat diwa cheesy lo wa ting le bat ki hu wa ting le a business ni ong chiding ting le discourage yung he zivin ting le ding do the zi te hi na chizde asu lin ta ki pat sanga hi in e kham na in e zo kham ki la a ting le ne sa na yo ki pat na ting le a long run pa zo hi de he ting le tu a hung ki pan tha ding ho e ho khang tha te ho ko ma ka sei nom tu hi a hele EP business yung le nakipat dinga hele na business hi aneve ti hu ki he ni lang ting le invest yung hom sa bo bolin lang na china walding lo wa hu invest bolding ting le market study bol masad de he business yung ki pat ting le market study bol de he na thil bol pa tu mi atodi dinam na customers na nei dinam ti ho yo he de ngai thil tu I bol them na tu mo bol de lo sum mine mana yo business bol ti I like they say work smart achieving na ti da tu thil hi IP yo systematic ta bolding angai di in home based business yo le in what he came in a say banga tu license ho ne ngai food business lang yo le ina ko na yo le food safety ho yo license ne ngai trade license ne ngai cho in ne ting le cho in ne di dinga ku bi ham til ki pat ting le tun tu pi ki salo mai the he na he banga hung ki pat ting kumli kum nga ho hung ti a business upgrade ho nan bol nom ting le suppose benga loan ho nan la nom ting say 4-5 the business 4-5 years so hung ting market na nan buyers na ne hitan cha atu EP bolong le tuni asodi umai kan chu ti confidence pa tu ne ting le na business upgrade nan bol no ma hele loan ho nan la ding ti ho hung hi ting le bank a ko na yong hi trade license and food safety license or hen labor license or hen cho he minimum 4 na 5 years about hung ai so vi enjoy on ding up in na ting le e ho hin exposure in it ho moving bila ayang isat nombe se zi hi win ai wa business nan bol pat ting le hin mila ayang na hal hat ngai mi to on ki het ngai dat dang ho la adi di asat ngai mi tan yong het ngai ting le kun motivate na bol thiam hiti ho to yong hin na ha ki bok ngai na ahilo wa hele self discipline yo ngai zi in til in bol pating na initially business ho hin bol pating hin til tam ta he give up bol ngai zi in na I social life ho hen lang family life hen lang ipi hen lang I mut part I thop part ti ho yo hi adjustment changes aha zi in hi cho ding I want to ready ki hinam ti ho yo hi ele e yong ki do ngai ti tu hin till to saving tam ta min he mga 30 minutes na he mezo si cover up yung ki ball tay loading hin I'm sure question round yung discussion round yung hin discussion round na yung so ko ito bang along road o ma til het nom na neya ay lo le kay baking business lang ay yung le e ho kang ta no me ho yung hichi baking business ti numeya dinga te ta o mehin in muna ko na sum kilo na te yo hin na in pa ma ti a ga bolele do hi pon in muna in lim no ya yo nom ta sum kilo na te til a hin chi baking business yo hi it's fast money thing le but hichi food business na he bat ho yung ompun na isim do atuni isim do sumyong tuni ki mo hin promising he rewarding he hin ting le e ho hin tu he Nagaland na yung event na he le e ho ni te di nga he mi competitive exam so hung lol hin ding yung ding hin he banga besides that in government sector se focus bol over important le go to privatize ngi di business bo ngi di tai ja to hi dinga he opportunity phata hin phat lai hin na ja hi khang tha ho yo hin business lang hin ilung ki pithe hen lang business dang hi yo le focus bol the le hen dinga yo economically sufficient hi di hin it say the ham in khang tha la yu ilung thim hat pe nu tha hat pe tingole mi tam ta in competitive exam ding bo aki go in tingle kum tam ta he exam ho ading in apg in tingle motivation ho hung form he lo la thang form lang tingle bolding lo ba option upai lo tingle bo business lang he lo he le private sector lang hin ilungo pg na sida fresh hi pe no ba ideas ho I how pe no he lo le ideas ho ito do the pe no I hat pe no hin business lang hin entrepreneurship lang hin ilungo pileo hin til ta achieve bol du hen na ho any youth hon tingle to hi ni atam ta hin government job kyo se helowa exam pa prepare ki bol se helowa mi hin an sim tai tai pa ma ko na min le ka an sim tai tai ting in hung ki le in business ne also ha yo like panen to adi di delivery service ho hen lang food business hen lang crafting lang hen lang ipi yo le si hin business si hin account tul yengin mi abole yung atamena he wa min abole ti mana to involve lo de ti na yo he poye mi baking he yung le baking business bole yung tamatam he wa nangin ipi na bolam what sets you apart na hello wale it is stand out na bolam chipatu to be in mi tam da in bolong le etun asom de ma bolding ideas tha ilung thing equal init hon dinga koiding ideas tha ipi hi atha ke bol le phadam hello le itilanga skill polish bol da ham asumuna pa se so hi poni ole ino iti quality product to me ki pithe da ham hi cho he to pi na baking business na yo Kohima he no hila yo mi tam tai na bolong ki mo mi bang ding at upay mo wa sum kilo na ding yo himai the na amo bolu to say dam ahoy apa ayo I hilo hi ba amo bolu sumun na ding hi ite ham kin ka students ho ko ma yung min class on la ting saying then give yourself enough time to polish your skills ting la hi experience ho hi to say the ham till hi ibol man azu loi telling hello one time man azu ami disappoint hi a long term ami disappoint hi min nan zo lo thawa so nang yung phat ki pin nang na tip na pa so hat in lang ki hilin lang time invest bolin lang ai somyo si ati material ko ki to ding ele e yung ki hilding phat happy pi ngai di in na ji da so hatwe sum ga mu na ding pa he gel lo ding hin long term ma ding pa ha gel ding wen yo kan tin na ting le baking lang he yo le autonomy o ma hi le personally ake yung approach ni bolwin lang classes ho yung le nalunglu wa hele ke yung approach ni bolwin lang to ake yung class ho yung he pat se akapi yang ding yung lo mai te hindi za to akapi pe na eho kang tha ho min hen lang ting le mo in kin so na se khat ki bol in na amo no to a business successful ta ran a bolin home base na he on le patisan a bolin ting le business ibol ting le commercialize kyo se pa ko ipon home base ayo it does really well in a business ibol pa yo si hoi di commercialize only ting le sun sumyo tama tam tg ting le kumpat kumni hoi lo wa hi le nangin investable ba dong tun le mu lo mai thena initially hi ina ko na ekipat na ting le I market ho hi ikibet tu ma ting le market ikisim tu masak na tu ting le hin rik tiong le alien ho hin la ting le na in hat bia bang rik le ta hi la lo ding kin encourage ko bolin ting le partnership kiti han lang ipi yong le ti ho yong kin partnership business ho encourage ka habol no po ipi yong le nangin na tip na pa hen lang ipi yong le nangin solely nangin on the ball thing le nangin effort ang double na pikin na mi the effort ang kipa ang kiba alo le jong to khat na kito mo na elo le investment ang kiba alo ting ja kito mo na tamta ho hizi intended and then you end up being disappointed because business si alien hen na anyo yong le nangin solely na nga ang hiting le chibogi ka yung sustainable I'm sure 30 minutes yung to he might take an discussion round na go to I don't know mo yung chat tungki na kasi pa yan
Amin Abigail kan tapi ihat video kata senin tun aban questions dong nom on chat box ai questions on len do theo ai lo le nan do no mo au ma hi le unmute hin ki bol me lang questions on len do theo questions dong nom hon questions nan do theo questions to first speaker nuyong na do theo second speaker nuyong na do theo na do pen chu chat box sound nan su theo ai lo le unmute nen ki bol ba nan do theo question khat aumin ama kumin thanga kuna ama hin both the speaker question adongin how do we manage auditing or money management in business auditing le sum money management in business IT boarding han andong speaker tenin question and klati hi
hello ko okay zalam
is a
money auditing ho ki ho ai say mga to home based business bo hi zun ti auditing din ta tin na diong to di pon na imezo si kin bo manage ka ki bole hin pan ahung lut hi lang apot hi yong na cho hi kin bo manage ka ki bole hin ting le ke ho ai everyday basis to bang hi zin ti da to monthly ho audit ball hi lo wa hele weekly audit ball ki ho ko ball be se ko ken to if say the rough calculation ho iti hin ko ball in ti abo to manage ka ki ball hai
first speaker no na si bendo ma'am first speaker Miss Nengneithem trong Edmund Baldwin đúng không? Okay, cái video tôi
Khó lẽ lo mấy thì
ati yong le adang questions dang mai entrepreneurship ithan lo khat to ai questions dong nom im hiwin
Hello. Ni za thi vam ken khat hin dong yo. Boise ka hi in sama ko na Guwahati ko na ka question hi he sister Abigail din na Abigail uma
ko me dong
heu ina imakhat ki zong hi baking lang kathanom chona atile to a hi Guwahati hi class zong kalago ta October first week a ko na hi kala adinu ko ma chu 9 days 9 days ham kala days da class so ale to a hi kan do nom thil khat chu hi le makhat to a kazil chai ting le na class so ka chai ting le ina ka uma ina practice them ka bol ngai chu na ale chu chu kabol chai ho ke kabol chai ho chu to iti manage kabol ni ham ti ni se pi thedi katina chu suppose in a day I have practiced nearly about 2 to 3 cakes just to polish my skill as you have said so like if I don't have any ka family member atam lo la hi lo la ka neighbor hon ani ethi lo ham ti umki je khola na kol ho veg non veg eggless ti tabang ha achu ho ho ahung tiang la iti ki ho chu to manage ka bol de ham ti ni je pi the dia
classes na la ting le hunna amo in quantity cakes ho he we measure it in terms of pounds na recipe ho na pi ting ole hun pound wise na pi diu to na ai banga tu class na hil bang wa tu nangin ina practice na ki bol ting le hun it's not necessary that you have to follow the same quantity nangin minimize na ki bola ina nang ho family members ho in ne khamu to say like if they give you the recipe of 2 pounds you can minimize it into 1 pound na tingle and then hichi process na kuna to be very honest wastage atama tamdi so but then like waste na bol wa hele na ki loading na head bear loading ti na hiya na mi na feeding lo wa hele mang sun kay po na mga for me kay partner so na kasi pe na su kin kalway la ko gol ho ka insung mi ho si tu ka home di in na in amo ako na ti asu mo feedback hong di so iti ay nakihil naga training nagala ago to wa ina nakihila feeding lo man hilo wa hila ne lo mana na do feeding tinayong hilo na like it either goes to waste or hilo admitting nakiholding na
okay
hello
kazati hello
na
hinga
tua hina internet dunga yung belaw there are so many if you say them kihil na ding til tam ta to YouTube ayong tamatam ting le Google ayong zo sin het nom zo sin you can always Google it na tisa tua hinang October dunga ko na to class nagala ding hitay tiya hilison tua ko na hi olola si basic equipment for nangin yung head may te basic equipment for to say oven hand blender tita bang ho yung sa to kito sana ko te ahile chito nang dunga to phatna nagala tai ting nakihil pa te dina mi atam zo kun training galayong le atil hone lo de fresh hi pe na to kil te lo yung tamatam na in the process aga kil no yung sa high vita na Tisa tutua tu nang sun advance na class na la ading nakihe hiya hilison basic equipment for kito asan ko lesson it will be very beneficial for you.
Okay, thank you. Kaki pa
Next question akat Omin Amy ho ating nga in nga kun voltage til ipipi then ho kusunga kun ga thega hol ipipi hi apachum voltage them
Hello.
Nazati, question 2.
Hichi kinyo hichi eho igamuva kuna til resources ine ho va kuna in muna kuna til ball thading hichi kan ha se ji na eho adinga hi I ball thai pen hi a hele multiple hi na to I pickle business yong hi ati ho he market na hi Jiza he eho hin multiple hawa hawo to Nagaland na king chili pickle ho export a ball ho yung tam zo eho terrain lang atibung lang ako na produce ho bo hin na ehon man bay ta ikizo uwa mi ko ma min akito min cha ako na to sum double earn a ball hin na ichi ehon yung pickle ho hi CMJ ho kikil hin lang ay lo ay I'm sure ahesa yung dil na ichi ho hi CMJ hin lang label ki ball hin lang brand ki ball hin lang market in ki hin toilet cha ako na to eho dinga na kiba na hoy de hen.
Okay, question Sumpat Omkinin. How can we establish a supply chain to export local producers like organic vegetables from the village to town? See, Anin Hunayo answer and vote hin.
Marketing ihol laya hina eho dinga to ball by pen to social media he platform he tulay Instagram dung ho yung ko belaw dun local vegetables zo ho mi youngsters ho in business startup hin ball ho local vegetables ho ako na apat no wa ako na yung ko buyers samta ki mu na ichong so ehon no ball tayo he mi kanin sa Instagram account kat hongen lang ako na to mi to taya ball hen lang kusung lang ako na supply lahen lang tingle town dunga yung min kon Instagram account ho to handle a ball am amaton orders ho ala te aboy pi te na ti ato taya i ball ti eho ti ka ayo
request kat Aumin. First question to Miss Nengneithem jong reply hin bole answer hin bole de sa hin. Miss Nengneithem request ka bole. First question. Auditing lab money management to Miss Nengneithem mai.
Resource person do Miss Nengneithem network kisu lo ja hum lu thelo dan te.
Yo ama hum kiting le answer hin bol tatin ngautin adang question dang ni jing leo. Second speaker no answer ball trading. Question Khanmin, as a successful entrepreneur, what is your observation on the perceptions of AMI youths towards entrepreneurship, and what is your take on what our youths seem lacking comparing to other societies, and what are your suggestions on these? Abigail.
Kaza na eho ipidinga chicken ni atamlong often about my day, but then like I'll be very honest with it. Eho yung padesa yung ikitot di lobo na society dang ho community dang ho ko ibidinga ipiham pat no yung le ibidinga growth amu loy sil di wa mahilo ahile ti sang loy sil di ham tila amu community so ngayong support hoita amu zivin na whereas eho community ahi chicho hi DSSG eho community so ngayong mi khanin tilan pat na ahile support ball pa sang iti say daham a ball hoilo lai a hilo ai like kibat no cho go him point out how ball giving na ichong he me discourage ball le he in ai he do the zero me to hong ki pat teng le akhil ball go hoile hoi hi le achi sang na dinga ipipila kipat na so ema own community sunga ko na kipat na hin eho hin as a community support hin bolting ulit midangin ng support so like naturally hindi tayo na ay mo eho kikayong hi ikiha dem to win ikiha face it to zilin mi kanin a ball pil kat ko sanga so midanga bo ito zilin ito di toto hi ahile eho ini sa to i-support na hele ama si something na ama community dinga platform na tamtaan po lutehin na ichipahe eho a generation masaho inhula ipaho johin aha het kemlo mai thi ai banga eho khang tha ho tua eho present generation hin ichi ahin tamhat khat le khat yong kitil kho zele ki support de hi tamhat ihabol dingumin data omin na ichi hi hong hi tengle eho yo ikhan nitina ikhan to zeng dingu ayong kamu eken
questions dang nalayang adong no. First speaker no Sitlhou lại hình tin.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
hello
Hello.
Cái dấu về thêm.
Oh. Tâm do hik miss ka ball ta he oh.
Question su kan simple phat bi dam.
The network he buffering ki ball he na clear the lo cho.
Za che thâu chu.
Hello.
Ka za thâu về na.
Oh.
Dạo thì
Ikin hoi ta ka za the lo. Hello.
Con ka za chu.
cái dấu.
Chat box atun bel chen na. Questions first question
ka
na
ven.
chu nanggong na to ba na. Aba na yung
Ikat themin question hin
Hello.
nó xây đi tao mẹ thêm nó xây question cho nó sim ta đi hi le khat ka ga do nom chu maybe Abigail in anh don bu the le ai lo le group sunga yong adang dang entrepreneur dang om yon le anh i khat anh don bu the le te ka na ichen da no hi ve na hi le gaspani ho dunga yong khu tamta injani lang mai ki umya ai wanga khu tauna khu dukan khu khol khat dem na forget about other entrepreneurs dang gumti dukan ho be hello le grocery dukan ho be yong
Hello.
pon ajal ke yong achuti ma hin ke aban si khu imi thang hai wa ajal ke tauna yong khu imi dukan bol yong pon adima pur yong achuti ma hai chi ep main reason hi hiti ibol thelo hi nanggela ipi ahidem igen the jiu ahidem ithasit jiu ahidem ilung neu jiu ahidem ipi pen ahidem ateng le what is the solution na
chicken ka don put dam ole he them dong ham
in don buno he themin question na sim le na khat pa ma do pau che
GAO in tribe dong to compare bola business ipiding long term iti thei zilo ham iti le amasa ka say banga so consistent easy po na business na hi market hi up and down hi in market ahoy ni in ahoy low ni in ahoy low ting lo kun give up ibol loy sales din na business bol tam ta yung mo ga ibanga ati saudi lo so consistent hi zilo di o ahoy low ting yung ibol le hoy be dem pa ko kita lung dimlo ba discourage hi loy sales di hi lo le lung neo na in go able you ting le kasi di o he yung katino me effort if inom di po na market hi kasi banga so business hi up and down hi si ahoy kyo se to hi di po kayo baking business na yung it say that all through the season na hi business hi ahoy di po for example cake hill ball na example kat ga piling kayo hi dessert hi lang cake hi lang tildang ipp hi yung le ati pet hi festive season hoting lehin ERTG na hi wanga mid sia summer ho hi autumn hi pat lang ya ko wedding song umbe zilo ting le celebration so hi atamzi hi ting le kon ipi ka bol jam tile market hoy zilo have to find some other ways to keep it moving on na sitting le kon classes so conductable in iti ato sempat business ibol ting le idea that apply bo ngai innovative thing ngai creative thing ngai na technical hi le imat sa ahoy do di pon sida to business ibol ting le hin ko na hi idea that po do ngai na ting idea so yung to mo po do tilo hoy ta execute bol ngai di iti ki bol le hoy dem ti ho trial so ga bol di ngai na ti to le business to khatbe mo tilo le ke la again ting le confident yung fake bol ngai di mila iti say that when you appear less confident ninyo iti say that noise seeding hilo ele nang na lulit good low iti that confident yung hitam fake bol ngai di yeah to him.
Thank you.
Abigail namadin question kat om kinin recipe hole instructions tem kat min atum la na pethe den
henge kapithe de he ahi wanga hi chekate nom pen topic hi na zat dang ho kun recipes nei pin ahi lo le asim na nei pin say here ga yung tuni ge ate kapo na because they know a value ahe over na so like ahead no mo ga hi le class kala ate dam class na pm ati na that's the difference jako na sa ke do di na eho hin iti say dam mitam ta inyo eho community so ayo recipe ne pi ke dam elo le fona kuna ne hil ke dam ati ito he hiti to bang art lang for example baking lang ho hands on class ho ngai di in na hands on class to mass na heading le class no eten na le hands on class in demo ho kin ka vet sa ding no ho no ta ka bol sa ding tin le no ho ding beneficial of course class ka tin le free hi po na ji tu mi tam ta in so sen nom lo zi ham hello le pam recipe ne pi in hello le phone ne hin hi jo to ke ding at this rate kin yung business ka bol lai ta hi kin yung hi ho ding time yung ka pithe ji po na tida to ehon yung thampat professionalism hi thampat he phe mo ba ting het nom ne ne hi le in yung class ham khat la ding ham khat to ngai to the na isi hi ale nang na phat som ding ting le ke business yung le ki thopi ting le ke yung grow ka bol ding nang yung grow na bol di to he
Miss Nengneithem na network akisu ai le answer den bol thei tam question so
Answer he hello.
kaso
Hello. Hello.
Exactly.
Kay lang ako na hoy kaza thelo intin voice break hizi chizi message jo kong thot di bata ha
Nang
to
kaza
type
nang
ko
kaza theyu chu. Nang kaza theyu so okay. Nangin say yin.
I like a question here. It's regarding the money management. It's discipline. Like first and foremost is discipline. There's no substitute to it. Discipline he low even ways only if mismanagement he livang he like I have also experienced that one. So he discipline it's very important. Whether it's he only na. Kasi like for a business, I think we have to maintain a proper current account. Sumho ipi whether it's in terms of lakhs or thousands and whatever it is, we have to maintain proper current account. Chuchu ahin sipena business it always says that like you don't have to invest the whole total 100 rupees to thumb rule I don't know whether any one of like nahon whether you follow this or not, but then I have got this I say thumb rule like if you have income of 100 and you should always keep aside one part to say. So I think it's very relevant also, and then the kenjong kazui ahin kaya jong he can from my experience, if I say on this question, kayong he management lang sanga he kana tip low ahin. I didn't manage it well, so I think manage patisa ball thelo it has impacted a lot to my business. Ipat ako na from the very start we have to be very disciplined, and then kasi tibang a proper current account should be maintained, a proper accounting has to be maintained ang tingay and then say tibang whatever money is coming in your business, you have to reinvest it has to go on reinvesting, but then it shouldn't be like you are investing you are getting 100 rupees and you are investing the whole 100 rupees. It shouldn't be like that. Some part has to be saved. It can be in equity or say like it can be in like cash azong himaite, otherwise in some kind of property, in some kind of machinery, but then it has to be saved in some part of the money has to be reinvested, and then some part has to be saved. I have just mentioned 2 points, whether it's clear or not. One is you have to maintain your current account properly, and the other one is you have to keep reinvesting it. I'm just say in terms of business in terms of business rules most important is discipline. You have to be very disciplined while handling the money.
Yung question khat nan yong le titimin chi answer nan bol be the dam MSME le game registration to art and khat nan say be the dam.
Hello.
MSME le game registration to khat nan say be the dam.
MSME tita. Kaya question na do le luseta type ng bol le ken kaza the pon.
Chat na tu na. Chat box available na question cho
MSME in your Udam registration to sona he sona he part 2 EM part 2 kiti I mean maybe any one of you have done or not. EM part 2 zawahi abana chu udyog adhar kiti chu in a khel tai to hi le udyom registration kiti udyom adhar na so he online registration jong ki bol the hin chapana it's very easy hi lo le Guwahati can khat ka het pi ho khat min Peter kiti man MSME ho avet in ama through aku na jong hi registration ki bol the hin online registration i bol the lo jong le na to hu ahin to kasi nom khat chu le see you everything newa ko na bo ipat diu hin na everything has to be start from small but then we have to dream big one day or the other it will grow big kay kahin Abigail hin or any one of us kaho kipat na ifet le newa cha ko na bo kipat hin but one day or the other day other it has to grow to Abigail jong ifet le in pita ma jong kakipa pin I really take pride in on her like what she's doing and then I know there's so many of our students who have started their business ama jong hoi ta bol hin ama jong all la chi sanga jong len che de hin na chi tibang likewise e ho jong kipat ting le neo cha e pat diu ewa so ilet diu hin chi sia hi it's always good till het le bang cho apa na hoi ta ama sa ako na ho iti compliances ho he compliances iti le rules and regulations of business kiti di ba choho se het le pa na so the basic is like chusu say tavin current account to trade license lo le udyom adhar chusu ibol the hin online type bole imuzeng di he chusu na bol the lo le you can like always maybe you can connect with me then I can connect you with Peter ma ka pa chu na ma tong connect ka bol the pi he
Thithim achunglang chat box is achunglang chila chuna nang dinga question khat thithim hang singa question khat me chu khat we jong chu in sei tha o
kamu lo ta cho like
kan
na
sei
ke
tham
login ka bol le
kan sei tham kan sim dam
henge
as a successful entrepreneur what is your observation on the perceptions of AME youths towards entrepreneurship and what is your take on what our youths seem lacking comparing to other societies and what are your suggestions on these?
Acha from my observation see can kel dana he we don't lack anything whether it's like our intelligence or our smartness or creativity we don't lack anything I'm telling you because I have been associating with everyone like whether it's our fellow naga people or kolho hin pama hin I have been associating with them and then I don't see anything like we are lacking behind in any of any part ay mga chu khat kamu khat hi le e ho hi ilung neo ve kahapon why ilung neo ham kahapon but then yeah this is one thing that I have really noticed ilung neo ziwa hi bol we are unable to take the step because see till cut the ball lewang so maybe we don't know failure on my day but maybe we don't know the journey it's the journey is totally different for everyone kay di nga wang it was like failure then success then there were lots of roller coaster but if we see Abigail life Abigail business journey here like it was very beautiful like she has managed it very well from the beginning itself to who ahin so we never know until and unless we take the leap we until unless ehon step ila taka siya we don't know na if we ahead umham but there are some qualities I think qualities wang ine ngayon we na to be a successful entrepreneur we have to be very flexible there are certain principle in our life which we have to maintain na a principle life principle we cannot compromise that on anything but then other part we have to be flexible and then when we start our business we have to have a policy chuchu khat umzi hin na policy we have our policy we have our set of rules and regulations to who in and then till hosong tampita omin na, but then we have to be very flexible when it comes to business. We have to associate, we have to collaborate here and there. So tilho hi igel tibang hi theboy na everything. See, if we see today's world is very accessible, it can be like tuahi internet zi azong na, it's bitai Instagram here, website here. Anybody can reach any corner of the world. It's very accessible. But because of that, we have to always keep on reinventing. Now, reinventing, expanding. We have to expand. We have to be very like on the tip. Na, iti bol de hamchi bol. Because if we keep on mun ipi khatna igel, instead of one igel khatna kuna go abo hi dan le, we will be stagnant. Me cop up evolves low do here na any like we will be in a pond only. So we have to be very smart. We have to be very like quick na decisions, or flexible so if it doesn't work, then we have to just switch and get it to the other, like tilkhat na to who he ngai. So better it shouldn't be always in a one community. You have to have a very broad mind. Nah, it has to be like we have to keep on collaborating. Tua event le ji azong hi khat kamu in na eho youth khat kamu khat hi le. We don't mingle with people also. Like tua hi eho fellow naga ho kuma hong hi, we don't mingle. They're not bad. Ama ho apana apani very supportive. And then there are people like who are not supportive also, but then it doesn't mean that whole society as on here muso say supportive na. There's mixed people. So I think to grow we have to know people, we have to mingle. See, personally I am very reserved person. I don't meet people. I don't entertain anyone at home also. Me, it's very limited who's like who I entertain. But then when it comes to business, I cannot be like that. I have to be like approachable. I have to I have to be as like I have to associate to who I am na. So I think a whole youth zong he chi ikhel thele na. If we are more approachable, and then if we approach more to people to who ahi thele. Let's just try it. If it fail also, it's okay. If it success so it's well and good. But then we never know, everybody's journey is different. Let's just try it, let's just give a try. If we say that question, sir. Yeah, I think we have enough potential. It's just that we are just too timid to utilize that potential.
Next question to Abigail. Abigail ading ahin. Voice ako na. Can we conduct baking classes to other people too after completing our baking classes from the assigned baking teacher?
Hello. Hello. Kizak na. Hello. Hichi kinyong mi ako na kakihila ina kakihila ja business ho kan patna ko hung phet zowa baking a ABCD ho ka het zowa mi kahil phe pati confident kane zowa kati dan to ka cake ho presentable hi zowa edible hi zowa bo kumiga ham zowa bo baking classes ho ka pat na. So like what I suggest is don't start off immediately. Class na lazo ting me nangong kihilin lang kasi baka na skill for polish ballin lang. And then once you give me teach na ball thing, you should be answerable to like every question they raise na. Because on the baking knowledge to it is min hil hotun baking langa question for pipinan dong lang answer na ball tail while just like you'll be making a fool of yourself na tiza to lang training to line lang practice at home, give yourself enough time to practice and polish your skills, and then like once you feel that like you are confident enough or your cakes are presentable enough, then you can like you can obviously start like your own baking classes also.
About
Chunglanga question had missed the ball. You missed out on one. At him in Japan answer low. How can we establish a supply chain to export local products, local producers like organic vegetables from village to town? At him,
chizong cho hin ating le anoi langay request kat kumin tanga ko na umin nang ni chizong cho nang ni request na ball hin nang ni ako na branch out na ball na employment generate ball according to request umin.
Oh. Could you repeat say the export bola repeat the first question.
First question na.
Hello. David in
how can we establish a supply chain to export local produces like organic vegetables from the village to town? I think question kadang hin answer by lang na YouTube question kadang mean what are your business plan for the coming 5 years? Don't answer him and what are your business plan for the next 5 years?
Business plan for
the next 5 years.
Oh, EP business plan.
Hello. That's question to you. What are your business plan for the next 5 years?
Oh, my business plan. Okay. So let me answer that first. So I'm working on this Banna project. I don't know how far it will be successful, but then I'm trying my best. We have several meetings with NTTC. NTTC jo ile Nagaland Tools and Training Center ahin. Chijong hi apan hin mahon training ho pe hin. So if any youth wants to get trained, training chithe है ना लाया NTTC तो ही NTTC kiti akhat umina ma hot there's nothing like result ong do lo la hin iti ki bole phadi ham, but then individually he can banana fiber project hin na kato hin kuda tech hon bol hin. We have started collaborating, but then likewise there's no like legal and agreement till now. We have been we had several meetings, but still it will take some time. So tuahi kumga sungahi chihi project omehin chihi project ahi I have been trying to reach out to many funders also. I really want to make it a very impactful chihi. I think it already started in Manipur also. Manipur, they are very way ahead. They just try to grab opportunity. It's a 10 years plan, not 5 years, but 10 years plan. Another small trial basis but then to get a system it takes time, so maybe so hopefully if I'm maybe by next year we will able to have a unit in one of the village. Here the main motive is impacting our rural economy. There's mass migrations of our youths to the city to address the to address that problem book there are so many youths going to cities working, and then after the pandemic, like not after, but then during this pandemic also, so many people came back, and then they are like they don't have work. So maybe these things will able to generate employment and also able to impact the rural economy. So ahin aro chipana David in Dr. See, everything has a system. If we don't if we don't make the system, or if we don't fit in the system, it's very difficult to do the business. Tuahi vegetables or yes, like I have in the past also I have tried to connect so many people. Agree lang sang kahipon like I have some few people who were like interested amount asay le ipitay si bal malchpom spena ipi say bata chohi eho lang hi aphana phat he ti intin he even requested me if somebody can get in and then get till up to Dimapur, then he will buy, and then like a man it was like way back. I want to till he pon. So chi vet le ipi ham tile lai ko na imute na. There are opportunities and there are people willing to connect with us, but then the problem lies within us. We were not able to make, we were not able to grab that opportunity. So it's because of our ipi thaset man diham long ipi diham it thaset he ti long de people are working, people are hardworking enough, but then what is that attitude? There's something lacking behind that is not ipidam mito kito dinga mito to home na dinga juhun stuck abolin na. So we have to check ourselves instead of like what we can do is like all the farmer we can have a kind of union center point so all the farmers can khatmun khatna hu thilhu api ala kuna su distribution chi the hai na single a ball of le it wouldn't be possible like single akuna a trial le wang so maybe it will go, but then it wouldn't go for long. So maybe one person can take up, see layazum hi opportunity khatum tai ne some youth can take up this challenge or take up this opportunity. Aman supply bona to collect a ball la aman laya Dimapura supply ball the instead of one people going and then doing that. To ama ho farmers holding us on he till pa khat hin lai example khat ka say no hin ka gol no khat she's from Manipur tangkul ho hin what she's doing she's sourcing all the locally made local produce ho na malchopom ahin pumpkin ho ahin ipi ham so ala amahin farmers obona farmers ho he farmers it's not exactly union, but then ama in farmers ho he collect a bola ama ho akuna produce ho alla aman ama product aman chocolate asem hin na. First she started with the chocolate, but now she has expanded to making pickles. There are so many items that pita hundo tayo ama items ong ho na so ho abolin opportunity we can take an example of her and then start doing that one eho gama farmers hong that way we can also encourage the farmers also na so ahin till he ecosystem na if we make that ecosystem and if we somehow like chuhu ecosystem who run evolve so till so say he nom ta but then to make that system, to make that ecosystem, it takes time, so we have to have a patience. So ahin to say bang so mi khat in produce ho maybe he or she can try, he or she can start her or his own business, or maybe he can just supply ball hin spana Eho pitai mitang pita like I have seen even eho Amy ho sunga jong hi thilbol the tak pita thilbol the umen even in Molvom area. One of my friend is working in Molvom area. Akham kiti he's working especially on this pineapple and then farmers ho to na to hin na ama ama jong like assays in like Eho he we have so many like we have potential innovate na wetang mean pama ko na ako nga sa na if they can see that potential, then how much potentials we have to laya song he any one of us can take this opportunity chuchu ahin bitay fresh stock ho supply ball telo zongle we can make something like pickles or maybe something some kind of innovation can be done on that part. And then likewise chichu ball din dinga zong there are certain procedures licensing zong mean FSSAI ako na ho license ngai na if it's related with any food or something like that chu ho hin chichu sao pita kasain, but then yeah, there's lots of opportunity. If we turn anywhere, there are lots of opportunity hi umsa ahin, but eho like it's us whether we can grab that opportunity or not. So ahin na. Pena question kat kamu in like Jaluke area hi pitay business expanding pidinga. See, I have tried many times expanding, but then somehow it didn't work out. Like I have also mentioned, it didn't work out, but I'm not giving up. I'm not going to give up. So maybe in future we can able to create that ecosystem even in our society, and then maybe we can have a very successful business. And then also I encourage the youths. I'm just emphasizing on the youth to like to start learning and then to build up a company na company why don't we have a company with it? It's like Amy ho he intellectually here ipilang here we are very much way ahead of people na why not we start why not we build a company na Amy company hatong build na it can be private limited company or public limited company to pitay I don't know if but then pineapple ho tibang ho he it can become a very like successful public limited company johozong he igel na it's time we start thinking big. Yeah, the like even the small steps are very important. Small ako na bo he alien na, but then also we should have a vision to grow big. Company tibang ibol hele. Otherwise, people will come and then make their own company na. Molvom area zongki. It's a very fertile land. We have very so many producers. And then in idan kiti naitu na seminar Kati Azongsu, they have been mentioning about pineapple, and then it seems like the first pineapple came in Nagaland in that area, Molvom area, and it came from Burma. Yeah, say Johozong Umina, say and then it is something that it cannot be taken from us. But if we are not utilizing that one, then obviously one day or the other somebody will come and then take all the opportunity. So here, we can really we have to really start doing something. It's don't be scared of failure, like and then like kasi tibang so miso si journey somsom na somebody are very wise like Abigail, she was very wise and then she has started very wisely to mazong tibang somebody will be like me na blunder bald hin she will that person will make mistakes, but then we have to learn. If we learn from our mistake, then that mistake is not a mistake. Jusuhin na. Jusuya si encourage ko ball. Chitwa I really become epita excited so hints, but I'm encouraging ko ball na. Let's start thinking big, and then let's start of forming a company. Na jazong he kasi nom he.
Last question natin, question ni Omin Danny he answer hin bona. Cuma sangat cun ehol zau acai nating le closing prayer atinga Professor Elizabeth request kakak bolin ini ki good pi tin kaka came in. Question ni chu le wedding planner le homestay hi Nagaland na prospect for example ahin question khat abana chu hile tu chunga mi city akuna hum to ho pandemic zina hum kile ho dinga hi tuni speaker ke ni ding ko ma hi question him nangni business akuna thilbol thading ling ham or in muna startup entrepreneurship opportunity if we own taking ham to here answer him for me now questions
Kasi diba, we have started sourcing. Hello? 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 Oh, for vendors, like they will be making their products and then supplying to us. Chuchu ahin. So if anybody can make good craft items like maybe jewelry, they can approach us. Chuchu ahin na. They can do that, but then their agreement and then EPP cho legal ho cho ile cho isay tante na. But then apart from that, also they can participate in banana fiber product making training. Chihi it's funded na, but we are giving it for free training. They can come and then learn. So they can make their own setup, own unit na in their own village. Jihig kehon kahil the eve keho lang ako na jihig ko bol the oh, and then ipita dang sa
homestay le wedding planner prospect ko isang ehola Nagaland na
homestay. Yeah, homestay also have a opportunity ahoy na a homestay opportunity ahoy in last time 2 years back chi homestay he free training ho pipi umi na mga mitam zon kapon ehon hello ba we didn't took the opportunity because when I went and see that there was none amy ho kata but the training ho lang pita umi because there is lots of ipitay scope umi na ano umi but maybe because of pandemic it will slow down but then slowly it will pick up YLC Delhi Azong he the founder, the CEO or the founder of Airbnb na mahong kakimutovin, and then they were really planning for big. They had a very big project for notice who focus on even na. It was before pandemic, so to ahile slow down na, but maybe it will pick up again. But then homestays on easy point na. There are so many rules and regulations to be maintained because we never know what kind of guests we will have. So guests guests ho event didan ipp ho hi na. It's a new if we have space in our home then we can give it for homestay. So it's a very very beautiful tourism lang sa nga na. It's a very beautiful place. Ho lang hi vetle atimong lang sang hiya. It's a very beautiful place. Ho ako nang he kiltam pida bolt he even kaibung ang kavetle. There are so many places. Like we can invite people. We can invite this Chalo Hopo. Their Chalo Hopo in their trail, or there are so many people. We can invite them. First of all, we will have to invite them so they can come and see, and then the possibilities umi. But then at this point, it will slow down. But then yeah, even planner, it's again it requires lots of discipline. And then I think we also start ehon nong khat ani win how chongroi kite man nong even planning ho start bol taven na. So maybe anyone interested can ama approach bola ama nong ando theve na ama noyang nan to ova nakihil theva. Then later on you can start your own also. But then yeah, first of all ikihil la temkhat ihet zo pay.
Abigail admin boben.
Hello.
Hello.
Admin boben question kita plan ya so.
Homestay to wedding planning so kinong pamhakan say de oh. Hello. Kizam ko.
Kizay.
Homestay ho yung hinna business hoy ta hai pateta execute bol de na hile atibung ho to bangayong kumi hoy no Eliza mai tam ho asonga ponzem hoti ho mi zatangin yung ahe na ahe banga mi ho hin hung visit nom nong leo eho atibul to banga hotel song umlo homestay ho yung umlo hi jo zi ta yung hi ti thammi tourist yung hung thelo hin na eho yung hin eho mi ho kun lang ako homestay to bang ho hin boldo hen lang hile mi yung hung ding mi ho tourist ho hung ting le tun amuna to say tham development to se tam ho se di na di hin eho you to abang ho interest on mileage lang yung hin focus ball hen long homestay yung start hin ball le chong ati hoy de very promising ting wedding planning tu pen na hin Nagaland na dinga he sum na pen he wedding hin na naga ko hin wedding he focus ball and then they invest a lot lavishly invest a ball hin jahe ho yung hin wedding kana he wedding planning ho to bong yung startup involved here ba all la ho ko identity yung one factor identity yung na eho kika eho sunga youth ho pa talanga team ho yan lang decoration lang team ho yung le kusung dunga he yung le me go free hizi intiza he a team ho yung kipat na te yung ne zilo na kusung dunga dinay na tabang kat o mahile kitopi na lang abo miso si which is good ahi banga to aiding ayong kilkat kipat ding iti ahile like budget home ho ayong kipat na boy mi kitopi dinga pay ball wa mi goya si mi to obligation ne tanga to them khat yung le pay ball mi pi do amin yung ama creativity put in a bola meeting ayong kipat na the khat yung alampi yung CMP the na Thai time ho community sungay chi wedding trend ho yung na mi kat dinga mi kat nini unemployment yung isu mang thi na cha ako na aban mi tam sa inyo at on navy Hello. Hello.
Kizay kazaw ya.
Chitri ana tingle tilkhat ho youth ho ko ma ka te num te le high time na ho yung comfort zone ba ko na hundo ba tilkhat ipi ball no mam ahilo wale chip na ipi ham hi chi identify ki ball wa talent ho hi identify ki ball wa ipi ham khat start ball comfort zone na yung license aso imat ki ball do thelo na hardship so hen lang ipi yung ling to ting go cha ako na go to growth ko ma hen aso agay sang ka ato he on yung he min say creative hi ting na enjoy ikang happy no wa happy no enjoy go si na dinga yo kana pa ding ho ako na mi tam te ball from radio. Thank you.
Kita amin tuni webinar kita episode is amin tuni speakers teni business nama entrepreneurship why kita eho limpri business ki starting ham iti anya ba muna ki pating ham anole ipi procedure follow buat ngayan hinau cuma amani cuma kita tu kesehin abanin pastor simang pat man tak lại ang pia hola ang zau sini ama cuma kita tu kesehin ating tu ni program akibat nak na acai nege report able people Miss Dorothy Hengna cuma kita tu kesehin ating na ke Cookie Research Forum Nagaland okay so chi webinar li na organize and world sa ke personal site account sa kipatu classes ating na tumi webinar hi ang sao untale webinar mo sa iting ang sao mo mga participants so sa tumin kipatu kasi ating na webinar hi eho agong yung lemon a law in sawa ang hite sa apatin hin kipat na ako na iman sa boy ng buwan hoy tay itay sa vin patin kampan na nang ating le kipat na batang ay kipat na itay ng tang so within doing Professor Elizabeth Hansing ama closing prayer din okay. Professor Elizabeth.
Oh, tao na dingana?
Tao na dingana.
Kêu tawing pakai patin ka kipa ove tuni webinar zong phatta cha mang chai thia abula ko na atop chan neyum pz in amasai na kom kipa thu ka se nahi dunia phat kaman hom nawa ka resource person ho ji unzong namin ka thang vai nahi nangin chi na ho na pi ama ho mi tam ta bol thelo bol theina na pi zin zong amani zin zong namin ka thang vai nahi dunia pakai phat ka hin man hom nawa ka se do ho hi kami ka nama dinga khanto na ka hin nei naw hi a chi na be ka chi na ka hin nei be wa pakai ka ne ka cha hol na dingwa zong ka khan be chi naw hi the na din zong nangin phat thei bu pi din zong ka ta win hi chia technology akngam ka hi win hi chia zong internet connection ho zong boilo wa phat cha bula pan top chan ka bol thei si un zong namin ka thang wa in hi lo pi na si nang ma ka pin hi kama banding ho zong nang ko ma thana pakai ji sumina kaung ta wa hi amen
Thank you.
pa na bol hoi walu we Abigail zong thim zong congratulations
Thank you.
na bol hoi
Thank you to all the participants once again. And thank you.
Kakipae.
Bảo mẹ thêm, bảo mẹ Abigail.
Bye kayo.
Làm sao vô nó bỏ đi. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.